Hello and welcome to the first episode of Test Drive. I'm Jared, your host. What I do here is I'm going to be taking cars from Ocala, test driving them, giving you my personal opinion on how they handle, the price, the performance, and the common sense of the vehicle itself. Today, I got the BMW 335i Twin Turbo. We're going to have some fun with this car. The first thing I have got to show you are these features. Right here in Florida, we all know how hot it gets, right? So when you're coming up to your car, the first thing you typically want to do is put down your windows and get your car cooled out, right? Well, on BMW, on their key, you press and hold the unlock button, right? As you're walking up to your vehicle, and all of a sudden your windows go down, sunroof opens up, and this works up to about 30 feet away. As you're walking up to your car, you can cool it down. One of my other favorite features, the car is locked. You come up to it, you touch it, and it unlocks the door for you automatically. It has a touch-sensitive unlock handle. Fantastic. When it comes to your keys, you can't find them in your purse or your pocket or your briefcase. It makes it very handy. You never need your keys to drive the car. They just need to be in your pocket. The other feature about this car is that you do have the twin turbo inline six turbos, two of them, one on 1 through 3 and cylinders 4 through 6. It's amazing. 8 pounds of boost, true dual exhaust on this BMW 335i. Some cars have dual exhaust, but it's not actually real dual exhaust. As you see here, they actually had true dual exhaust. The left one comes from cylinders 1 through 3. The right one here is 4 through 6. Sounds beautiful. Over here, as you see the lines coming down the side of the car, it has a very particular groove all the way down with your mirror. And believe it or not, this groove in their wind testing design actually keeps road noise and the wind down. Doing 100 miles an hour with the windows up, even in the convertible, very quiet. Very quiet. You don't hear any cracks or any creaks. Very tight when it comes to the windows and the sunroof. The engine. The engine is what this car is basically all about. You have your inline six twin turbo coming from the 335i. One of my favorite features about this car, unlike some cars, they just have an air intake box that pulls in your hot air. BMW has designed their intake. These dual ram air intakes are actually real. They're airtight. That goes in to your box, dual systems, very, very good air system. The cooling system in this car is also very good. As you're driving it, it takes almost 30 minutes to actually warm the engine up. The intercooler, the oil, and the water system is remarkable. This car has a rear wheel drive, posi traction rear end, 18-inch wheels, two 55/45s in the rear, two 25/35s in the front. Wider tire in the rear, thinner one in the front, gives you that staggered look and performance-wise that you need without actually changing the dimensions of your rims, which is very nice. Most of the time, when you have a two-door coupe, the trunk, you typically have to give up some space. Well, with BMW, they did a very good job with engineering their trunk space. Even though it's a two-door coupe, you have plenty of trunk space. I keep my tools, paper towels for the show here, and my briefcase, and there's at least room for at least 4 big compartments for luggage. As you see in here, you have a drop handle, one on this side, one on the right side, which is nice to have in the trunk. You don't have to go into the car to put the seats down and then come back to load something. You can have something in your hand, pull your triggers, and all of a sudden, you can put a 2x4 in there if you need to. Great, great feature that they have on this car. In here, remember, you run flat tires. The car does not come with a spare tire. There's for your tools right in there.
Whether you're thinking of nature's theme park or our beautiful Greenway trails, Ocala is known for outdoor adventure. Canyon Zipline takes outdoor adventure to new heights. Our canopy tour features 9 exciting zips, including the highest and fastest in the state, as well as the one-of-a-kind Super Zip. For those who prefer their adventures closer to the ground, our horseback tour is perfect. You'll be greeted at the welcome center and led to the riding stables, where you'll embark on a trek across our beautiful 100-acre property. Call 352-351-ZIPS and schedule your adventure today.
The reviews are in, and Ocala loves Formaggio. Jerry on Facebook says, I had a calzone from Formaggio last night, and it was amazingly good. JJ on Yelp writes, I just moved here from Brooklyn, and this was comparable. I'll be back for sure. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Italian cuisine, look no further than Formaggio.
Come see my family and see what the rest of Ocala is already raving about.
We've all been there. You're working on this big project when suddenly your screen goes black, or worse, blue. If your computer problems have you singing the blues, then come see Tim at TNR Services.
Hey, don't forget to tell them about the vapes, man.
Oh yeah. While you're here, check out Doghouse Vapes. Tim can customize your vaporizer and e-juice to fit your own individual taste and nicotine levels. So for computer sales and service to custom vape kits, Tim has you covered.
This show is called Test Drive for a reason, so let's get started. Let's test drive this bad boy. Let's have some fun, huh, people? I got my hands on a 2007 BMW 335i twin turbo inline 6. This is a very cool car. The sound system in this thing is incredible. Half the people think it's an aftermarket, something special done, but it's not. It's all stock. This car has a stability control as well. The roads are actually wet right now, and I'm going around curves at around 45, 50 miles an hour, and I can't even really tell. My old car, which was a Lexus IS 300, which was a fun car to drive, this is almost very similar. You have your paddle shifts, you have your steering wheel controls from your phone to your air conditioning to your CD player, all on your steering wheel, which is fantastic. The car also, some of the features on it, it does have an automatic windshield wiper sensor, so when it starts to rain, they'll come on for you. That's handy, especially today. It's raining on us today. I'm very impressed with this car for the fact that the brakes, the stability control is incredible, and they don't make you keep the stability control. You can actually turn it off. You have your option right here on your dash. You hit it once, it allows you to spin your tires a little bit and give you some freedom. You press and hold this button for about 3 seconds, all of a sudden on your dash you're going to see this, DSC off, which means hold on and you're on your own basically. The car's not going to help you out, it's saying good luck. They got two 55/40s on the back and two 25/35s on the front. A very good mixed match of tires. It's almost staggered without actually having different sized wheels, which is nice. They got the run flat tires is a good idea with the BMW because they actually don't give you a spare tire in this guy. They probably keeps the weight down, and it's a good idea. It's funny that it doesn't come with a spare tire because all my cars that I've ever had, I've always taken the spare tire out to reduce weight and all that fun stuff. I'm kind of picky about that. In the trunk, and I'll show you, in the trunk it has some nice features, the tools that you would need, and it actually comes with the toolkit, which is nice for anything that you may need. On the front bumper, whenever you squirt your windshield wipers and you do your fluid to clean your windshield, on the front bumper you have two tabs in front of each of the headlights that comes out and sprays your headlights off for you. In Florida, maybe good during love bug season, you might rinse off a little bit. Up north, it's great because it helps de-ice your headlights. It's they were thinking all across the United States with this, from warm weather to snowy weather. It's a good car to have. I broke them loose coming out of first gear going into second. Once I got spooled up, which is about 1200 RPMs, you're already at 300 torque, and it's incredible. It's similar to like a supercharged engine. You almost wouldn't know the difference. With the supercharger, you have your constant boost of whatever it's rated at. And with the turbo, you seem to get lag sometimes. It takes a minute for the engine to kind of get its horsepower. Well, with BMW doing the twin turbo on their smaller ones on 1 through 3, then 4 through 6. And the difference is a lack of turbo lag. And what that means is you have your horsepower much quicker than your average cars that only have your 1 turbo nowadays, which is very nice because it's right there. You don't have to wait on it. When it comes to passing cars or getting in front of whoever you may need to get in front of, your horsepower is there for you. It has automatic windshield rain sensor, which is nice. It's a good feature. You can hit that button. They'll adjust the windshield wipers for you based off the rain, so you don't have to really worry about that. It's a nice feature to have. Here comes some rain. I'm doing about 70 miles an hour. Traction control is on, which is nice. It has the four-wheel disc anti-lock brakes, of course. 0 to 60 in just around 5 seconds, if not 5 seconds flat. All depends on the weather, I guess. Here in Florida, your oxygen is a little bit higher, so I think you get a little bit more horsepower than when you're up north. The BMW, of course, calculates for that in its fuel delivery system there. Comes on. I've noticed that 60 miles from empty, you'll get a buzzer letting you know you got 60 miles to go. At the same time, it also tells you how many miles per gallon you're getting, which is pretty nice. I'm just gonna slam on the brakes here in a minute. I was fixing to slam on the brakes just now until I saw a car coming. I'm just really curious. I'm doing 60 miles an hour on wet roads. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna brake on a curb too, just for fun. That was impressive. That was actually pretty incredible. I'll be damned. This car, like I said, it's a 2007, has 80,000 miles on it. Still tight as a whistle. I mean, just as tight as can be. If you put me in a brand new one, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference based off of how it feels. They're running practically brand new tires on this guy. I think the run flat tire is pretty impressive. A little hard, but when you're talking a good tire, you got to run a run flat, man. On something like this, with 300 horsepower and 300, torque, goodness gracious.
Throughout history, all sorts of important events have been celebrated with wine. Now you can celebrate your special occasions with your very own. The Corkscrew in Ocala is a do-it-yourself winery where you can actually make your own custom wine. It's great for weddings, businesses, and events, or just for your personal consumption. Making your own wine is easy and fun, and bottling parties are a great way to get together with friends. Come on in to the Corkscrew and bottle up some fun.
Dine in excellence and indulge your senses at Ipanema Brazilian Steakhouse. Ipanema's 12 selections of meat are paraded around by the roaming gauchos and carved tableside in endless portions in our beautifully decorated fine dining atmosphere. Complement your rodizio with a selection from our full bar's extensive wine list and our bountiful salad bars stocked with an array of gourmet meats, cheeses, and vegetables. Come and enjoy the heart and soul of the Brazilian experience at Ipanema Brazilian Steakhouse.
Nature and music join together on the beautiful Withlacoochee and Rainbow Rivers. Singing River Tours offers tours daily from Anglers Resort and the Blue Gator Restaurant in Denellen, Florida. Tours for 2 to 20 people last about an hour and a half as Captain John shares information on the wildlife and ecology of these beautiful rivers. Bring your cameras and binoculars to capture memories of the scenic rivers and wildlife. Tours are by reservation only. Call 352-804-1573 or visit their website, singingrivertours.com.
Vitalize Nutrition Company is a new local health food store offering a knowledgeable, caring staff dedicated to bringing you discounted prices every day. Vitalize Nutrition stocks a variety of nutritious foods, clean sports nutrition supplements, all natural personal care items. We stock top quality brands like Garden of Life, New Chapter, Solgar, and others. We also love to take care of your special orders and requests. Experience a fresh take on healthy living. Shop Vitalize Nutrition Company today.
I don't have it at the test track today, and that's for a very good reason. Because my wife let me buy the car. Yes, sir, which might have been a few minutes of commercial break for you guys, was days of back rubs and foot massages, and it turned out she let me buy the car. So now that I got it insured and it's in my name, we're gonna take it off the test track today, and we're gonna finish this up with a little bit of street driving, get it out on the road, and get a real feel for how it is on the public streets. So stay with us and let's get started. I'm so excited. You can't really do too much and get a feel for it because it's pretty smooth out there. It was raining and there are curves, and I got to toss the car around a little bit, but the truth is, when the car is new like that, you don't want to bring it back broken. But the cool thing is now, it's mine. It is my car. The wife said, okay. What a sweetheart. And I tell you what, I felt kind of silly too when I bought the car. I took it home, I'm cleaning it up, trying to get used to it, and try to learn everything that I can about my car. And I always do that with all my cars, and it's a good idea. So I popped the hood and I'm starting to look for the oil stick, and I'm sitting there for probably 5 minutes, and I'm looking, and then I change my mind about what I'm doing or what I'm looking at, but I just couldn't find the oil stick to check the oil. And so I go ahead and I grab the manual, and I'm like, I can't find the oil stick. My wife laughs at me, she helps me find it in the manual. Turns out you don't have an oil stick. You have the computer display, and it's the computer system. You go through it and you basically say, check my oil for me, and it tells you how your levels are and if you're okay and where they're at, which is kind of nice. You don't have to get underneath the hood, get dirty, get sweaty, and have a big old yellow plastic thing and wipe it down, get oil on you just to find out everything's okay. So very handy. So I appreciate you. I hope you like the show. I'm gonna try to improve on some things, get some cool cars. I'm gonna do some trucks. The smart car I'm kind of interested in. I'm going to get my brother's car on the show, and stick with us. I appreciate you. I hope you become a fan and support the show. I really need the ratings, and if you guys stick with me, you'll be seeing more of me. And I just hope I hope this all works out for me and for the consumer. I hope people who are out there who are thinking about BMWs, I hope this show might help you a little bit. And feel free to go test drive. It's not, it can be a little bit of a hassle, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I go and I'm going to test drive different cars. So by the end of the year, you're thinking about buying a car. You got 12 of my shows, 12 different cars, and I'm hoping by the end of the year, you might be able to make a good decision on a car buying choice there, due to maybe something I could have helped you out with. And that's kind of the point of the show. This is just something, it's like an experiment for me, I guess you could say. And I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride with me. I'm going to bust a U-turn, head back. There's some cars coming, but like I said, oh my goodness, man. I have never, ever, ever, ever driven a car like this before. You just don't know what it feels like until you do it. You got to get there. You got to start off somewhere. My first car was an old Jeep Cherokee. I think it was the first V6 that they made. My dad helped me out, and he fixed it up and gave it to me. It was kind of a hunk of junk. I was always working on it. I was always jacking up the suspension, lowering the suspension. It had four-wheel drive. I did real good. My second car was a old Toyota Celica with the flat back pop-up headlights. The headlight motors broke, so I used to just go and grab it and lift it up. I drove that car for a long time. That got me some of my first jobs. Really helped me off. Toyota, that was a great car. The third car I had was the Jeep. The Toyota was a Saturn. It was the first car, the Toyota Celica my mom bought me, helped me get. And then the third car was the Saturn. I had a good job. I had good credit, and I got me a nice 1995 four-door SL2 Saturn. And boy, I just thought that was something else, Had air conditioning, had a good radio, anti-lock brakes, power windows, power doors. It was a cool car, and I still love my Saturn. I just had to sell it last year just because it was killing my grass and falling apart. Let someone else have the car, and maybe they'll experience and love the car like I did. Then my fourth car, I went to the Lexus. I sure did. Things, I kept kind of moving up. I just started loving cars, and the Lexus, it was an 02 Lexus IS 300. I loved it. It had the paddle shifts. It was incredible. It was really like my dream car. It was about 5-6 years ago that I got it. It wasn't new, it was used, and when I got it, I damn near cried, man. I thought it was the coolest thing, and I never imagined in my whole life I'd drive a Lexus, you know, an IS 300, which I've seen on YouTube doing all kinds of cool stuff. And I just thought it was just a cool car, and I ended up getting one. And so 6 years later, I paid that car off. I still have it at the house today, and I love that car. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to sell it. And then I move up to the BMW. So I don't know if it can get much better than this, you know. And this is all over a period of 15 years, folks. This is not like I'm not just some kid who just gets to come out here because I got a rich mommy and daddy or something. I've worked hard for everything I've done, and every car I've got, I've always taken care of it. I've always washed it, changed my own oil. I'm very proud of my cars, and I'm very particular about my cars, and maybe that just is what makes me a car guy, and hell, maybe that's what's just got me on TV to this day, you know, to now. So, but you know, a couple other things I guess about this car, I guess I should tell you. The sunroof is cool. When you prop it open, the thing cracks open automatically, because you don't want to normally crack your sunroof and have your actual, I don't know what they call it, but like that roof door closed, because then you're sucking a lot of dirt and the glue and miscellaneous stuff to that, and it does a lot of wear and tear, I believe, on that fabric. BMW, the moment you crack open your sunroof, it opens up like 2 or 3 inches to avoid that suction on that door or the panel. And I think that was a really good idea, just thinking ahead, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of cars have vents within them, so when you prop it open, the suction doesn't pull on it, and it's pretty cool. It opens up all the way. When you open up the sunroof tucks all the way into the roof. So you see no glass, no parts, no nothing. It's tucked away. It's actually really neat, really quiet, very quick. And so that's pretty cool. Has a push button start button. You know, you put the key in, you hit the button, off you go. You don't actually have to put the key in. I told you that last time. It just needs to be in your pocket or your purse, briefcase, suitcase, whatever. And here's something really cool that I learned about BMW. And because I'm all new to this whole BMW lifestyle, or the how BMWs are and what to expect from them. When I went there for my first time, I asked the guy, I said, hey, you know, I might need to do an oil change, or, you know, the whole, can you tell me what I might need to do, tune up, how much is it to get my plugs done, stuff of that nature. The guy takes my key, takes the car key, sticks it in a machine, and then it gives him all the information right there. When the last oil change was, if there's a spark plug malfunction, if there's a fuel situation, it tells you the history right on the key. So you can go to BMW, hand them your key, they'll stick it in the machine, give you a printout of what's going on and your history of your car. Unbelievable. When I bought the car, that was fantastic to have. It just made me feel better about buying a car that was kind of out of my league. That just made me feel more comfortable in making the purchase. They do make 2 of these. They make the hardtop convertible and this one. And I was saying on the other time that a lot of times when you go with the convertible, you almost sometimes sacrifice like performance. And with BMW, you don't feel that. You could be in the hardtop or the coupe convertible, do the handling, do your driving, do your 0 to 60s, and you almost can't even tell you're in a convertible. It was a really good car, and it was a really hard choice for me to make, because there was a red one that was a hardtop convertible. So cool. I thought it was cool for me, but you know, the sun, I'm typically like the AC on, and so I went with the hardtop. It was a little bit cheaper for me too, and this was the car I originally got in and kind of fell in love with. So when it was kind of like that time, this car already won me over. This actual one.
We've all been there. You're working on this big project when suddenly your screen goes black, or worse, blue. If your computer problems have you singing the blues, then come see Tim at TNR Services.
Hey, don't forget to tell them about the vapes, man.
Oh yeah. While you're here, check out Doghouse Vapes. Tim can customize your vaporizer and e-juice to fit your own individual taste and nicotine levels. So for computer sales and service to custom vape kits, Tim has you covered.
The reviews are in and Ocala loves Formaggio. Jerry on Facebook says, I had a calzone from Formaggio last night and it was amazingly good. JJ on Yelp writes, I just moved here from Brooklyn and this was comparable. I'll be back for sure. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Italian cuisine, look no further than Formaggio.
Come see my family and see what the rest of Ocala is already raving about.
Vitalize Nutrition Company is a new local health food store offering a knowledgeable, caring staff dedicated to bringing you discounted prices every day. Vitalize Nutrition stocks a variety of nutritious foods, clean sports nutrition supplements, all natural personal care items. We stock top quality brands like Garden of Life, New Chapter, Solgar, and others. We also love to take care of your special orders and requests. Experience a fresh take on healthy living. Shop Vitalize Nutrition Company today.
Whether you're thinking of Nature's Theme Park or our beautiful Greenway trails, Ocala is known for outdoor adventure. Canyon Zipline takes outdoor adventure to new heights. Our canopy tour features 9 exciting zips, including the highest and fastest in the state, as well as the one-of-a-kind Super Zip. For those who prefer their adventures closer to the ground, our horseback tour is perfect. You'll be greeted at the Welcome Center and led to the riding stables, where you'll embark on a trek across our beautiful 100-acre property. Call 352-351-ZIPS and schedule your adventure today.
Well, that about wraps it up, everybody. Anything I might have left out, check it out on YouTube or go to BMW's website to really check out what this vehicle has to offer. That's been another episode of Test Drive. I'm Jared, and I'll see you next time. Let's see if I can't do a good burnout in this, huh?